Hello, this is Josh from Advanced Camping bringing you another video tour. This one of a really cool new 2023 on a 2023 all-wheel drive Ford chassis. This is an Ontour 2.2 from Pleasure Way. And you probably hit the key thing in here. That's one of the cool new things, probably the biggest cool new thing. It is now in all-wheel drive. Everything moving forward with the Ontours will be in all-wheel drive. So this is going to be one of only about a handful of 2023s on all-wheel drive. Okay, so they did not make many of them. Basically the next ones to be built, we're talking, probably late fall if you were to get another 2.2 and order it. About the same for a 2.0. So they're not making a ton of these. The Fords are obviously in high demand. So now's your chance to actually get one before the 2024 Pleasure Way price increase. This one's probably going to go really quick once I post it. I know you expect me to say that, but it will for sure. Sorry, let's go through some of the cool features. So of course it's a Pleasure Way. It's all handmade. One of only, a few that they make every year. So they really keep quality up and keep quantity down. One of the best things about Pleasure Way. And they give you a 5-year warranty. That is unsurpassed in the RV world. Nothing even really comes close to that. And that just goes to show they're confident their product is going to last. Build quality is second to none in here, including fancy $1 million RVs. Their woodwork, their cabinetry is not even going to be as good as what you see in here. It really is that good, especially once you kind of feel it, touch it, you really get a sense for that quality. So if you're looking for the absolute best in interior comforts and interior build quality, look no further. The Pleasure Way is absolutely it. And on these Fords, especially with the all-wheel drive now, they've become quite popular. Easy to get service, of course, with that Ford engine. It's just an F-150 EcoBoost engine, so easy enough to get serviced. And you have the certain advantageousness of the all-wheel drive, which works in any kind of weather. So it's really a pretty slick setup here. So let's take a quick look at the outside. We're gonna have our nice lighted power awning here with a wind sensor, so that will go in automatically if it gets too windy. You can actually dim the outside lights, including the porch light, in case you get too many mosquitoes coming by or something like that. That's kind of a cool little touch. It's going to be cool little touches like that really all throughout your Pleasure Way. So those kind of really add up to a more premium system. So we will have a screen here. That'll be nice, and a screen for the back door too. Let's take a little walk back here. And we're going to have our venting for our heat right here. Venting for our battery there, which you actually don't need, but it's code. Our freshwater fill for the tank is going to be there under lock and key. Outside outlets, always a nice touch. Coming to the back here. So people often tell me, wow, the Ford does not have much rear storage here. And it has more than you think. People kind of think, oh, it stops at this bar here. That's not a lot. It doesn't. It actually comes all the way out to here, making it give you probably the most, I think, in terms of outside storage. And now that Pleasure Way has gone to the more flush-mounted battery system for their lithium batteries, it even gives you more room in here. So, yeah, quite a bit of room there. It does have that rear screen as well. And then there's a pull-down shade as well for privacy for the back doors. Back windows, I should say. Okay. You'll have hitching, wiring. You have your sewer hose. That's where you're going to store your sewer hose, right underneath there. It's going to be nice. The new ones here, too. The new Fords have park sense all throughout, park monitoring system. So gives you sort of a radar system all around you to show you where the obstructions are, how close you are to them. So it makes parking really a breeze. And yeah, quite simple. Coming through here, we have our inverter generator underneath. Anyway, you can't really see it. You can see the exhaust. But these new inverter generators are quite silent, and there's an automatic generator start. So it can kick on when you want it to kick on, like when the air conditioner needs to turn on, and then it'll turn off so it's not running constantly. You know, I've heard of people getting a couple weeks of generator run time off of one gas tank, as it's not using that much fuel really, and especially with it turning on and off. So it's just going to optimize your fuel economy there. It does stop at 1/4 of a tank, so it doesn't leave you high and dry, so you can't drive to the nearest gas station. You have your propane fill down there. That's that yellow cap you're looking at. And this will have a tankless instant water heater, a truly instant water heater too, where it has a recirculating pump for all of the different faucets throughout, inside and out, to give you truly hot water at the tap all the time. You don't have to make any kind of configurations for that, turn any of that on. It just works, which I absolutely love. Truma system too, so easy to get parts for. It's not exotic or anything like that. We like to go with dependability, especially Pleasure Way. They're only going to go with really dependable products that are going to work well for a very long time. Utility center, we're going to have our plug-ins for water, electric in there. We'll have an outside shower with hot and cold water. Definitely a nice touch for pets, rinsing your feet off, anything you might want. I've heard of people even doing dishes outside, as it doesn't fill up your gray water tank. So kind of makes perfect sense. Okay, let's take a look inside our Ontour 2.2 here. So we'll have these two large touch screens that really kind of control everything. Super easy to use. My orientations when customers come to pick these up are very, very straightforward and simple compared to some of the other motorhomes we sell, as everything is very intuitive, easy for anyone to pick up and use. There's just nothing on here that's just terribly complicated. So going through this is typically a breeze. And usability is typically a breeze as well, which is always a good thing. So we have our beautiful interior here, and these Ontours are great for us taller folk. You have a lot of leg room, probably the most leg room out of any of the chassis on the Ford. Ford and Mercedes both have pretty good leg room, really. But I would say you may get a tad more with the Ford. But yeah, also the interior height in here is taller than either of the other two chassis, the Ram or the Mercedes. And you can feel that. Even if you're not a tall person, it feels bigger in here. It feels more open. This probably does not come through film, but when you walk through the various models, you notice that right away. It just feels a little bit bigger, more open. Certainly all the windows all around helps a lot too. If we close this door here, we'd have another big window here. So you really have this whole side is all windows. So yeah, you really get a lot of visibility, really a nice touring coach. So if you're sitting in the back there, for instance, while someone else was driving and maybe you wanted to watch some TV, you have great visibility outside, prevents car sickness, and also, just gives you a nice view of the road, which is kind of why you're doing it in the first place, usually. So we have our inverter up here, and that's going to allow our lithium batteries, our 12-volt lithium batteries, to give us 110 household current in here. And that's going to run everything except the air conditioner. The air conditioner would be the generator or being plugged in only. And remember, it has that automatic generator start. The inverter generator is about the same level of decibels as my conversation to you is right now, meaning it's very quiet. Usually once you close the door, you can't even hear that it's on. It's debatable whether, you know, a lot of them will have in-engine generators, for instance. I might also say that the the inverter generator is at least the same decibel level as the vehicle running, if not maybe even a smidge quieter. So that is kind of nice, and it's going to be a pretty reliable system running a generator versus batteries, lithium batteries and things like that, when you're talking about air conditioning for pets, you know. So me being a dog lover myself, and having one, I feel like I'd be a little bit more comfortable with the generator, honestly, for longer term things. Now, for shorter things, like just walking into a store for an hour, batteries, no problem. But I like that backup of the generator being there, you know, as that's a very tried and true technology. It can run for quite a long time off of, you know, the fuel that you have here. So for what that's worth, that's my take on it. Okay, and then let's check out our huge bathroom in here. Pleasure Way claims it's the largest of all the Class B bathrooms available, and it is quite tall and quite spacious. Me being 6'1", a little bit bigger guy, I have lots of elbow room in here, no problem whatsoever. I could actually close the door as well. So, you know, if I was taking a shower, I don't need the door open for more elbow room. I can have that closed and have complete privacy. And yeah, there's nice drawers in here too. I'm going to try and get a shot of that. We have a nice medicine cabinet up on top, and maybe towel or toiletry storage or whatever you wanted storage underneath the sink there. Stainless steel sink here. There's GFCI power outlet, so obviously if water gets on them, you won't get shocked. Always a good thing. And then over here will be your shower. So it's all set up here. You don't have to turn the sink off to run the shower, vice versa. I like that too. Just a permanently mounted shower, and that's all it does. So you don't have to switch between the two. And you have a great shower curtain there as well. So awesome bathroom. Fully furnished, Corian countertop, stainless steel sink, porcelain bowl, foot flush toilet. Just looks very, very sharp too. So, two new additions here that we have not seen in an Ontour before is going to be this Nova Cool refrigerator. And it is actually, I checked, it's a 5.5 cubic refrigerator. That's the same or even 0.5 cubic feet larger than the previous one that was in here. So it's about the same size, because it kind of struck me first like, hey, doesn't it look a little shorter than the previous model that was in here? But it's actually the exact same or even a tiny tad larger than that one. So I was relieved to see that. Maybe it's a little deeper. That could certainly be. Take a look inside here. Yeah, I mean, you can see it's pretty deep. So I think that's where they're gaining the extra cubic feet. There's also some extra room over there, and then you have your freezer right there. But then, of course, the big plus is your convection microwave. So now you can microwave and bake and grill all in one spot. I just absolutely love that. So that's why they changed the refrigerator type to make room for the larger convection microwave versus just the regular microwave. So that's a really, really cool update to have, as, you know, I really want one in my house, quite frankly, as it just does so many more things than a regular microwave. Being able to bake and have an oven in here without having to bring one along is really nice, I think. Adds to the just general appeal of it. Then you have the induction stove cooktop here too. Doesn't take up much counter space. Looks in a, you know, doesn't take up a lot of room there, so quite nice. quite safe too, which I love. That it's a big electromagnet, doesn't draw a lot of power, and it actually boils water faster and cooks a little bit faster than a typical electrical or propane range. And as soon as you remove the pan from the induction cooktop, it becomes immediately cool to the touch. So certainly, you know, we like no open flames in here if we can help it, right? Of course. We like safety. Safety is always a good thing, especially when things are getting, you know, shifted around or whatever. Never know. But the other thing, again, with the height, interior height in this unit, you're going to get more storage in these top drawers since they're taller, which makes perfect sense. And now they don't have any latches or anything like, you know, pushable latches. So it gives you a cleaner, smoother look all throughout. So you have these, you just kind of click them. And yeah, here now you have your really nice, big, tall cabinet. Maybe that height doesn't quite come through in video, but certainly when you're in person, especially comparing it to another model, that is really nice to have. And you can actually see here on this one with the sort of curved aspect here, you know, it's going to let you fit every last little bit of stuff that you can in there. And then this is actually all padded here too. So that's going to prevent rattling and all sorts of things, as when your stuff hits it, it's not going to, you know, make a loud noise, as that's all padded and insulated. So they're definitely thinking, and it's on that too, real quick. You know, they actually put like a memory foam here, as this is a common place to hit your head, believe me. And, you know, they remove this, a lot of them will have this storage up on here, which is nice to have the storage, but you hit your head on it constantly. And even this is a softer material up here. So it's a lot easier to get up from either seat and simply just get straight up and walk to the back here, compared to a lot of other models where you're kind of hunched over, kind of pulling a Gollum kind of thing, you know, going for your refrigerator and kind of hunched over. You can stand right up, and that is certainly nice. Kind of touching on the front here, you know, we have the nice big new Ford touchscreen. There's going to be various different traction controls for dirt, sand, gravel, you know, just about anything you can think of that you can select various traction modes, which I think is really cool. Very smart. So you could turn the park sensors on and off. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you know, it's going to have all the things you'd really expect. Apple and Android CarPlay up here, you know, blind spot assist. It's going to have a form of lane keeping assist, cruise control, the whole bit. So yeah, very advanced chassis, very comfortable seats here. And that's partially to do with Pleasure Way, as they put their ultra leather in here. So these are really soft, really comfortable, and they don't get sticky in the heat. I absolutely love that. A breathable leather, if you can believe that. It is true. So, and the steering wheel does telescope in and out, tilt up and down too, to give you the most comfort, certainly. And the seat also pumps up, pumps down. So if you're a little taller or shorter, you can adjust the height of the seat, which I think is really, really cool. You don't have that option in, I don't think, any of the other models. Other than, I think, on some of the Mercedes, you can also do that. Okay, kind of just coming to the rear portion here. We're going to have our memory foam, power sofa, and bed. This is going to be the tallest bed lengthwise out of any of them, out of any of the Pleasure Way models. So it's going to be quite spacious. Again, great for us tall folk. And, you know, you really have to be in here to feel the memory foam. It just contorts to your hand, your body right away. And it's just so comfortable. I absolutely love that. You really, I don't think any of my customers bring memory foam toppers or mattress toppers, where in most other coaches, you know, you'll hear people will be bringing toppers to make that a little bit more comfortable. Here, you really don't need it. Again, it's not gonna, your body's not gonna stick to this leather either. as it's going to be a softer non-stick leather. It's going to be breathable, and have that memory foam built right in. So I might just bring a sleeping bag or two, or maybe some sheets if you really want to go all out. But a very comfortable large bed back here. And you can recline this in any position, this rear sofa area too. And you kind of kick your feet up if you wanted to here, watch TV while you're cruising down the road, you know, check out the sights over here, check out the sights over here. And you know, the TV comes out, swivels too. You have a, you know, great LG smart TV, so it's perfect for streaming any content you want. It does get the best reception local channels, as it has a Winegard Razor antenna. You push a button and that actually moves the antenna around in a circle and up on this dome on the roof there to really maximize where it's going to get the best reception and the most channels. So it's a very, very cool local TV channel. You know, great for getting reception out in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely. Bose soundbar. I love these things. I have almost the exact same one for my home theater at home. Mine's like a little bit longer, but it just has fantastic audio. You would not think, you know, Bose has always been great at producing fantastic sound out of smaller devices, and they're doing that here. It really fills up the coach with clean, crisp audio. There's just enough bass, not too much where, you know, you're going to be thudding or sounding like a boom car or anything, but just fantastic audio that's hooked up to the TV, and you can Bluetooth your devices in there. So, you know, that's going to be a real nice touch as well. So this is our 2023 Pleasure Way Ontour 2.2 all-wheel drive. It's going to be sort of a limited edition, as there's probably only, I think I heard somewhere in like the neighborhood of 13 or 15 of these made, kind of going to the top dealers across the country. And most of them are going to end up sold at this point, or were pre-sold. We wanted to offer this one as stock, so it's definitely going to go quickly. But it is a really, really cool coach. So yeah, this is kind of some of what you can expect from the 2024 models if you don't happen to pick this one up. Is that all-wheel drive, the fridge, convection microwave, just to name a few things. Is really, really, really cool. So my name is Josh. I'd love to help you. If you would, please ask for me. The number here is 414-281-6330. Please check out our website for current stock availability, and that's advancedcamping.com. And if you like this video and want to see more, please do feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great day.